I'm gonna take a pot of water and turn it into a fragrant, wholesome chicken noodle soup. Here's how it works. Deeply browned tomato paste, dried mint, paprika, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, orzo, and water. That's it. That's what we're gonna transform into a comforting bowl of soup. And the key is the brown tomato paste. So, fair warning. If you feel like you're burning your tomato paste and you're ruining your pan, you're doing it right. We're gonna start by getting about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in our pan. We're gonna add some garlic, and in goes the tomato paste. Take a look at what color it is now, because you want it to get 2, 3, 4 shades darker. That's the key to this soup, to get that savory backbone, that depth, to unlock the magic of this silly little beautiful can of tomato paste. You need to deeply brown it. And we're just gonna keep stirring this and then letting it be, stirring it, letting it be, until you think you're about to ruin your pan. And now I'm just gonna cook it for 20 more anxious seconds. All right, I've done a good job. We're putting in paprika and dried mint. Dried mint. Dried herbs don't taste like fresh herbs. They often lose that fresh pop that you're looking for from adding an herb to a dish. You use them for their savoriness, but dried mint still has that pop from all the menthol. So you both get the savoriness of a dried herb and the pop of a fresh herb. Okay, I smell the paprika. It doesn't take long for it to bloom in how hot the pan is at this point. So I'm gonna put in my chicken thighs, stir them around just to cool down the pan a little bit so my 7 cups of water don't splatter. We didn't ruin the pan, we didn't ruin dinner, but we have built an incredible flavor base for this soup. Add in a little salt. Now we're stirring it to get all that flavor we created on the bottom of the pot into the rest of the soup. We're gonna bring this to a simmer, and we wanna cook it until you can put a skewer in the chicken thigh and it reaches no resistance. You also could temp a chicken thigh, and chicken thighs should be cooked to a minimum of 175, but we are big believers that you wanna take them to 190 or 200 for the best texture. It's basically self-shredding, which means it's cooked perfectly. You could certainly make this with pieces of chicken you'd pre-cut up, but I actually think if you have the whole pieces, because it takes a little longer to cook the soup, you get a little more body into the broth you're building off that tomato paste base. And we're gonna let it cool a little bit, and then we'll finish shredding it with some forks. So we're gonna add some orzo, or any quick cooking pasta. The starch from this will also help a little bit with the body of the broth, but also it's just nice to have a chicken and noodle soup. Orzo's very, very quick cooking also, which allows this really to be a weeknight friendly chicken soup from scratch. The orzo is cooked, so the nice shredded chicken can go back in. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. That color red is just captivating. It can be as simple as a little drizzle of olive oil, but you want some garnish. I also like to add a little sprinkle of Aleppo pepper and then some tang. So I like to add 2 levels of tang. We're gonna do some yogurt, and we're gonna do some lemon just to brighten things up, and maybe a touch more Aleppo. So now our whole studio smells amazing, and we've turned a pot of water into homemade chicken noodle soup thanks to just browning some tomato paste.